Back on the SportsMax zone, with the ambition of becoming the Tour de France of the Caribbean, the inaugural Jamaica International Cycling Classic is set for the 1st of April to the 3rd in Montego Bay, St. James. The event is set to attract elite cyclists from across the region and also the United States. Organized by Simmonds High Velocity Cycling Club, SHVCC, and supported by both the Jamaican and Caribbean Cycling Federation, the event was created to develop cycling as a sport within the wider community and further promote Jamaica as a destination for cycling tourism. Joining us to talk about the event is organizer Carlton Simmonds, himself a former international representative in cycling for Jamaica and also former national coach. Carlton, welcome to the SportsMax Zone. A pretty ambitious project this. How are things looking months ahead?
Thanks for having me, and before I start, let me say congratulations on your award at our Sportsman Awards the other day, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simmonds.
Things are going pretty good. I mean, things are falling into place as we speak. We're looking to have a very vibrant event. When the thought process came about, one of the things that struck me, being involved in the sport for a number of years, is we do not have an event in the region, or more than one event in the region, that gives qualification events for athletes. And where the sport is now to qualify or to get into events such as the Pan American, the CAC, the Commonwealth, and the Olympic Games, it's points driven. And we have not been able to have hosted events in the region. So the thought came about, why not have an event and bring the relevant persons to the table to have a look at the event and try to get the event ranked by the world governing body to be posted on the international calendar, where our athletes in the region can come to and get some experience, get some good quality racing in, and actually position themselves to get points from the event.
Yeah, we looked at the route.
One of the things that...
Yeah, we're saying that we looked at the route, Carlton, and saw that it's predominantly on the north coast there between, you know, St. Anne all the way through to Trelawney and St. James. What can you tell us about the route itself and the fact that it could be a developmental event for road cycling? Because am I correct in suggesting that the Caribbean has been a little bit more successful in track cycling internationally than the region has been with road racing?
Well, to date we have, in the sense of the Nicholas Paul and the Justin Phillips out of Trinidad. And I mean, we ourselves back in the day had good success on the track. But as it relates to road, it's a development pathway. We have seen where our own Laura Sharp is now in Europe, knocking heads with Tanit Campbell out of Trinidad. And it's one of the first, it's the first time in our history of cycling that we have a youngster getting a professional contract to ride in Europe in the Pro Continental Series. So in that landscape, it's a push to get some of our young male in that space as well. So the course is suited for good racing. We have good roads. The route is going to be very challenging because there's a lot of climbing involved on the course. So it should be fun racing for the youngsters.
Yeah, I see where the overall prize fund is US $12,000, which in today's world and in cycling in the Caribbean seems a pretty attractive offer, isn't it?
It is, because one of the things that we look at is how do we attract people to come? And I mean, that's one of the attractions, because if you don't have good prize money, you can't get riders to come to your event. So that has been a very big push on our part to make the prizes attractive so we can attract people to come to do the event.
I see where from an entry standpoint, you also have a category for under 18s, masters, and also women as well. So that broadens the dimension of attractiveness for the event itself, doesn't it?
It does, because what we have done from the organizing Nigel's position is how we can fit persons who aren't able to take part in the 3-stage, to get them involved into it. So what we have done is on the Sunday, we put an event that will see our young junior male and females and elite women and also our masters taking part on the day, but not doing the 3-stage, but just having them doing something to incorporate them into it so they don't feel left out.
All right, Carlton, we're going to leave it there. I know that you are in talks with SportsMax, the Home of Champions, to be a part of that project, which, we are really, really happy to be a part of. I recognize that being the very first couple of days in April, it means that we're pretty much 2 months away or just a little under that. So I know the planning has to be in high gear at the moment. And we look forward to continued discussion on this. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Carlton Simmonds, the organizer of the Jamaica International Cycling Classic, George, which great to have that in, and the rest of the Caribbean and the United States scheduled to have entries here in something that we would think would be a boost for the sport.
One of the sports that has fallen behind in the Caribbean, but for Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean would be forgotten where cycling is concerned. Trinidad and Tobago has world-class cyclists, sprinters, hail to Nicholas Paul and the others. But yeah, as a lad, I tell you this all the time off camera. One of my favorite things was on a Sunday to listen to the cycling races and listen to Peter Aldridge, who was a legend for me as a child. And when he was dethroned, there was a road race series once, and he was dethroned by this guy called Roland Powerfoot Moore. Yeah, and the battles between them was a part of your ritual on a weekend to listen to the road racing and everything. And you knew the cyclist by name. Imagine which Jamaican child, 8 years and under, can name one cyclist in Jamaica. Maybe they can name their friend who was a bicycle, but not a
cyclist.
No, but we could as children because it was part of the conversation. The Caribbean has fallen behind, and we should join Trinidad in being very good in cycling. Things like these, events like these can only help.
Yeah, we go to break. Still a lot more to come on the SportsMax Zone on this Wednesday.